Alright, so I'm back again, the third try. We're trying to get your reading out. I do a weekly reading. Again, same message again. I said I gotta figure out how to be able to label these, ideally for other people to be able to see it, because I said I'd be on two different platforms and people be wanting me to post up a reading about certain issues or things that's necessarily going on, and they skip over the weeklies and they just be wanting to be dictated to their sign. So the weeklies originated from a necessarily platform because I got tired of doing every day, like going through each sign trying to see what's going on, the ideal spread, because I was like, no, I'm not getting paid for it. It's emotionally exhausting. At first, I was doing it for free, and I was like, no, I'm not getting paid. So that shit got aggravating like really quick to where I put it in a position to do it just weekly, just to see what was coming up ideally, because it was like healthy for me to like do different breakdowns on my board, like reputation versus repetition. That when I'm still trying to contemplate how I'm going to write that blog. One, I kind of want to be I said I want to go downtown by the river. Right. But I can't pick this one up. I told you my laptop broke. And then I can't post from my phone. So I was like, ugh. So other than that, though, ideally, though, let's get into this after the shuffle. So let's see ideally what's going on. So I can get this uploaded. Justice on the bottom of the deck. I would see this as being that, though, because I told you from my dreams that I had earlier, whatever the case may be, it was like a situation. Because you had the Hermit card, Seven of Wands. In my dream, it was a Scorpionic energy, the Reaper. You got Queen of Pentacles, ideally though reverse. It was like it was a situation, ideally the past, that was being redrawn up again. And I said that's like necessary when people go through those karmic type cycles, because this is the number 9. In the month of September, a lot of people really gonna be challenged, like where you in that energy of talking your shit. So a lot of people be around here saying, oh, I want to change, I want to heal, I want to do this, I want to do this. And then they get to the month of September when they reach the number 9 milestone, which is about karma, stagnancy, complacency. And you see people who pull energetically from the past and then say, well, I want this, I want change. And they necessarily not about the change that they seek. So this is why the Hermit card came about, the number 9. Because a lot of people haven't reached their potential to be able to open that door. A lot of people go through milestones in life of being awareness of understanding, and when they reach their door to stick the key, and that's when somebody say, oh, I got the key, I can always wait. And then they stack up, because up under this you got the 7 of Pentacles. I'm gonna pull the rest of the card out. You got the 7 of Pentacles, so it's like, oh, I'm fine with what I have. Number 7 speaks of readjustments, revisiting, going back. So this is what a lot of people do. They get comfortable. I see certain things now and revisiting something, like you hear me say, could be the past, pulling back and then trying to pull that forward. And a lot of people get constantly wondering what's going on with manifestations, why we're not making friendships, why love's not coming, why am I going through this in my family, why are we still arguing about this? Like, that's karmic type cycles that has been going on, that I'm telling everybody. Again, I was like rolling into Virgo season. Don't be so focused on trying to be perfect, or pushing a narrative that you want people to live up to that you ideally can't. Sorry. Sorry. Sarcasm much. Anywho, ideally though, because I had to do it 3 times to get this fucking reading out though, because the environment I'm in, I told you when I get away from it, I'm not coming back. Dead ass. Overall mood, you got the High Priestess though. Like I said, divinity, understanding, higher consciousness, awareness, clairvoyant, cognizance, spiritual cognizance, communication, telepathy, understanding, seeing through the unknown, the higher purposes of understanding. So I like this though. It's overall, like the first card was justice, but it's like being able, the number 2 of harmony and balance, and being able to push and being able to grow through said changes. You got to keep pushing so you won't stay in the same place. On the bottom of the deck, now for the energy of the week, I can see us here. We got 6 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the Capricorn energy. For some of y'all, though, like the temptation is like being on the front, though. But I like the Queen of Cups, though. Now, I like this, though, because it's honesty, though. Lately, I've been getting this energy of this Queen of Cups. but feminines, like you hear me say, they're not emotional accountable, who cause a lot of bullshit, who are emotionally manipulative, who are sneaky, draining, depressing, like that type of energy. And I'm not talking about like a mental type space. It's just them being aware of secretive, sneaky, doing bullshit, and nobody thinks. They always trying to get away with certain shit. I'm telling you, like lately, a lot of masculines, like from the time being, oh shit, Five of Pentacles up on her. You got Five of Pentacles through recuperating. That's why I said I've been getting this though. Six of Swords, like I've been getting this energy of like one of y'all have an ex that's trying to return, and they're pulling out all the stops, but you got some greatness on the way. For some of y'all, it's friends. For some of y'all, it's relationships. For some of y'all, it's family that are coming back and trying to reap the harvest. So that's like those distractions because some of y'all are stuck or some of them are stuck and they're in their projection type phase. So I have been getting that though. I will say that. Last belief, you got Seven of Cups and the King of Cups. Because a lot of y'all should be, I say this all the time, like a lot of women that reincarnated and came back in this lifetime, they're dudes. The way they treat other women, the way they move, the way they operate. And some of y'all are being very clear about um, masculinity aspects, or for some of y'all, ideally though, this could be the return of a person. The Six of Cups, the Six of Swords, when it came down to an ex or communication or understanding. Like some of y'all are very clear about a lot of people, antics, and situation that's going on in your life. In the number nine, like I always say, work when you don't want to, not when you're tired. When you're tired, you can exhaust your body to the point to where you can get stuck and be in the number nine, to where you say, okay, I know how this happened. I can go to the wisdom of all, and by the time you're trying to get to the door, this one like the dog or whatever it is at your footsteps kneeling, and you can't necessarily make the changes that you need to make. All right. First card out, we got the Hermit energy. I told y'all that's the vault, the wisdom, Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. This is the lacking common sense. This is not learning. I told y'all this is what some people are doing. Like they getting to the space of trying to heal out karmic energies. Get to the number nine part. Number nine could be the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Swords. Like that type of energy though. Like whatever nine. And like, because the nines are all like stagnant, slow, drawn out. It's the old like this. And a lot of people are in the Page of Pentacles energy where they're not learning. In a position to steadfast. Overall, you got Three of Pentacles though. Three of Pentacles though. That's why I said the mind, the body, and the spirit. This is a divinity type card, or whatever the case may be. A divinity, a higher consciousness, a higher awareness of certain things. Ideally though, it is over the Three of Pentacles. That's what it says for learning. 333. Some of y'all trying to skip said phases. That's what I said. Skip. Skip. And I told y'all that, like, ideally though, working with like male entities, I'm talking about in the body. Some have, but not. I can say like 85% the masculines has not been as draining as feminists. Feminists has been so fucking draining for me in this period. They really have. Like when I say they have been draining from the emotional listening. Ideally, not all though, because I want to take offense. They've been like emotionally draining to the point because they don't. It's the emotional blockages like necessarily though. And then you hear me say the Queen of Pentacles after this. It's like them standing up for what they think they believe in and not being accountable, the chaos, the drama. Ideally, but for some of y'all, this is you being pushed to be able to keep going. Like I like the unicorn because the unicorn can believe it is a mystical being jumping to. Like a lot of people say, if you catch a unicorn, ideally you're supposed to be able to make a wish and to keep letting it be. A lot of people try to reach that heightened sense of spirituality and understanding, ideally, and then let it go. But I do like the Four of Pentacles though, because this is an opening of all chakras though. When you mostly see it though, it's like greed, possessiveness, or loss. I do like this though. It's standing up for necessarily what it is. For one of y'all, I tell y'all this is that masculine or feminine that's trying to return back to y'all because it's like, oh, I lost this, so I want to come back and I want to come get it because this is the world reverse. Like necessarily they're saying this like they're slowly trying to understand the perspective of what it is. It's like I'm thinking like it's like they slowly trying to come around. For some of y'all though, like I said, I've been saying this, a lot of y'all been having third party people who trying to block manifestations or your growth. So this weekly week, and I tell you this could be something like y'all not already went through. But I just push them out for the time being, because if it hits, it hits. If it don't, it don't. I usually try to do them every week sometimes. Or whatever case may be, I had to move my cup. Hmm. Third card out. What's going on? We got Queen of Pentacles reverse. Whew. Queen of Pentacles reverse is something that I don't like. The Queen of Pentacles, you hear me say, that is that sociopathic, feminine type energy aspect of the masculines that do this to women. When he cheats and he come back and he say, I'm sorry, I'm going to give you everything that is. The Queen of Pentacles is that friend that goes around as a feminine aspect of, oh, so you got your little feet, you got your little shoe, like they like to embarrass you in front of people, ideally, and then come back and then want to be your friend. That's the Queen of Pentacles reverse. I'll tell you, the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands can never be my friend reverse in that type of aspect. Because you got the call and you also have the Eight of Swords upright. So this energy here, this is a resurrecting type period. For some of y'all, it's the old you that's coming back and you don't like it. For some of y'all, this is a challenge that you're being placed with. For certain people that's coming into your life, for some of y'all, this is a person that's blocking, because Eight of Wands speaks of blockages, the slowness of other people. This could be the illuminating of certain things. That's why I said, I've been saying this for a long time. I was like, one of y'all got somebody that's trying to like, hey, hey, hey. Because the Ace of Pentacles was trying to come out though. We got the Sun. For some of y'all, like you hear me say, the Ace of Pentacles was trying to come out though. Ideally though. The Sun and the Queen of Swords. That's understanding. That's a newness. That's communication. That's fertility. That's processing. I mean, I gotta get what I gotta say. You get the Hangman reverse. I called it out of the first three readings. I said, this a fucking Hangman. The Six of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. I said that though. For some of y'all, this is the same old fucking shenanigans though. It is. King and Queen of Pentacles is a suit to somebody who has a child, ideally with a person. The baby daddy, baby mama, drama necessary that is going on. And then you have the King of Wands, ideally though. That's like, somebody could be in a commitment with somebody ideally, and it's kind of like parental type aspects of a person. They're slowing shit down. It could be another party though. I would say that though, this is a repetitive type thing for a person though, because the Hangman is a person. The Queen of Swords, you hear me say, watching it, does the third party actually help? Comes in. Queen of Swords can sometimes be emotionless, but understanding with logic. Then when they come in and they get hung up on the same things from the past, some of y'all need to let go or make peace with your past in order to be able to have healthy relationships with this said masculine or new masculine idea in your life. I will say that though. As I said, it's like repetitive. I'm telling you, like it's repetitive though. That's why I said a lot of y'all are being challenged. I'm telling y'all, like it's like a challenge. It's not like a challenge, a healthy type challenge. It's just chaos. It really is. It's just chaos though, ideally though. All right, let's see. Going on this week, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, that's what that speaks of though. The Seven of Swords though with this Three of Pentacles and this King and Queen of Wands and this Queen of the Air. Because there's too many people here ideally though. For me, this Queen and King of Pentacles is somebody who could already have a baby with that baby dead, right? Then this Queen of Swords, ideally though, could be dating this King of Wands or whatever the case may be. But this Queen of Wands is pregnant. But I don't feel like she's pregnant by the King of Wands. She's pregnant by the King of Pentacles. And it's something ideally though where uh it's a truth. Like you would say, it was like a truth that needed to come out. Because when I see the sun, that's like what's done in the dark comes to the light. So ideally with that, it means that necessarily somebody knew. Like it was a third party arrangement, ideally though. So I'm telling you though, like the king and queen, am I explaining the king and queen of pentacles? That's like a relationship right now. Then you got the queen of swords that was talking to him. And then bam, the queen of swords get pregnant. That's it. But when she gets pregnant, ideally, she was still talking to this masculine. So now we look like we're gonna have a paternity case going on, ideally though. But I don't feel like it's this King of Wands. I feel like it's just the King of Pentacles though, because that's a suit, that's a relationship, that's a dynamic. That was two people that was together. What the fuck y'all got going on? What the fuck? Ooh, cause you got transformations, Knight of Swords, and the Three of fucking Swords. For some of y'all, though, ideally, though, as y'all get to that door that I'm explaining about where you're tired and you're like, oh, I need to unlock this vault. I'm trying to get to another meat, the unicorn type phase where you're chasing that sense of spirituality. For some of y'all, ideally, though, as you stop and you deal with the fuckery, like you're trying to declutter what's at the door. For some of y'all, it's just being completely honest. Like you see a lot of people that are trying to take spirituality. But for some people, they say they want to do it for change, and they're not necessarily doing it for change because the number 13 speaks of foundations. And you got the Ten of Pentacles here, that the Ten of Pentacles here, but the Page of Pentacles being reversed. So at what cost are you learning? For some of y'all, it's just doing this. Ideally, though, I want to do it. I want to do it. For some of y'all, it's wanting to do something. Ideally, to get back at somebody or feel like you have power or dominance, and it's like you being called out on your bullshit. And it's like the way that it's like somebody's being called out on the fuckery necessarily in their life, it's divine making it hard for them. Like, say for instance, in relationships and partnerships. So if, like, let's say for instance, like the dynamic of the King of Pentacles, ideally though, the Queen of Pentacles being so fixated on herself, ideally, to where it's the money, it's the opportunity, it's the me. You know what I'm saying? And now this partner goes outside a relationship because the Queen of Swords, even though sometimes she can be emotionless, she's very rational, understanding, and a good listening ear. So now guess what? Now you find out, bam, you got a baby. But and the baby is like, now, bam, now you got a baby by her, right? But it's no foundation there. It's the same rhetoric that's pushed from here to here. It's a repetitive issue. Like some of y'all getting to the door and trying to open up, open up. Like the vault, ideally, like trying to like act. I just want to be higher. Like, you know what I'm saying? But some of y'all ain't recognizing this. Like y'all doing it for the Knight of Swords, like the God complex, the Three of Swords. Like, I just want to get over the past. I just want to do this. And like some of y'all just trying to constantly get over something or ideally do something, but it has no proper foundation because none of y'all are learning. So this could be you talking to somebody else, ideally though. But for some of y'all, I feel like just help, ideally. It's a person who comes in and causes chaos. That Queen of Swords and that Hangman and that Six of Cups. That's somebody that's always in the past and in bullshit. It's Queen of Swords in bullshit because the Queen of Cups was reversed and the Queen of Pentacles is reversed. So I tell you that's the emotional manipulative shit. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna take 20 minutes. I'm gonna make this to 31. Because you got Two of Swords. I said that though. And we go to 3 to 2, the Page of Cups. Some of you, ironically, are so accustomed to third party situations. This is messiness. Third party situations could be not like you getting cheated on or you been in a polyamorous relationships. For people who lack boundaries, always trying to breach into certain situations. Some of y'all could be dealing with that, like I deal in y'all life. People who come in and they slow things down, but they don't go things because it's like I tell you, this Knight of Swords is a God complex. Somebody that likes to reign. So for somebody, it seems a bit narcissistic, a little bit much though. It's kind of like that friend that goes around certain people. Have y'all ever watched serial killer documentaries and like they show back ideally like how the person that's on the hunt for a victim and they just be like, oh, I wonder what they up to. Like they do weird shit like that. Like they in the place where they know there's something that somebody needs. So they're like, oh yeah, you can come along like that, and then they end up getting this person into their life. So this person has this type of personality that's been like gun ho, chasing after spirituality, and the door is not opening for them. It is a connection. If it's a relationship, it's like won't open for them because it's like, be honest, be honest. Am I making sense? You know, I hope so. Yeah, King of Swords. Didn't I say that though? Being honest. Being honest. The King of Swords is on the opposite side, outside of this fertility aspect though. What the fuck is this? Yeah, let me go and wrap. Let me get to the other side. Seven of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Where I said, this is where y'all say, how the hell you get Ten of Pentacles? You ain't put Ten of Pentacles out. I'm going to show you. You got patience on the bottom of the deck. Reverse. This is where I say that Ten of Pentacles. Foundations necessary. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let me pull it up. We had the 7 and the 3. Ain't this 10? The reason why I said it wasn't a solid 10 was because this. The Page of Pentacles was reversed. That's not like the learning, the apprentice. That's somebody who wants to just figure things out their way. They're just floating around. They're kind of like the floater. I want to know what works for me. I don't care. Or like not being responsible. That's not responsible energy. Only come back. 7 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. This is where a lot of people are trying to get to the 10. They want to complete. And a lot of people, yeah, we ended the new year. Yeah, we ended the new year. Ideally, we is. Like we almost in the ending, but a new beginning coming around. 2021 transitioning to number 5, and you think you get mad about somebody not being honest about infidelity. You trying to get to the door of spirituality, you taking a break, and you want like some of y'all are actually taking a break, ideally though, and you're being pushed to say get your ass in, and you kind of like, what? I don't want to go in there. Like you like I just need to like get in the door. Like that's what it is. For some of y'all, it's like get in the door. Like the spirituality where it's like, come on in, like somebody snatching you in. Ideally though, you like, whew, why are you being so rough? That's where this Queen of Swords is coming from. Ideally for some of y'all, it's like knocking at the brakes of spirituality and trying to come into the door. And as you're trying to fight to get in this door, you're kind of like, why? Like you just outside. And it's like, you ain't got the 10. And some of y'all like, but I'm at the number 9. How the fuck I'm supposed to get the goddamn 10? And that's how some of y'all thinking like when it comes to spirituality. And they like, well, go back. Because I saw you when you see no cups. Where your 9 of Cups at? Did you wish for it? Did you go through it? Like, did you get to the point where you needed emotional validation and outside of that you got comfortable? Where your 9 of Swords at? Were you stressed about it? Like, that's the energy. And then it's like, where's your 9 of Wands? Did you stand for it? Did you fight for it? And that's where a lot of people kind of like, I got what I got. So that's what it is, though, ideally, though. We're going to get us some clarifiers of how we assist us along the way, though. I will say that, though. Ooh, this is a rough week for some of y'all, though. It is, though. Full of Pentacles. You don't know. Because to me, I'll be right back. Like, y'all can just finesse the finesse. Here's the Swords was overall move, but I'm getting like a reshuffle, though. I'm going to just back and take them out, and I'm just going to see what necessarily assisted positive affirmation, because that shit there feels like we not here. I wanted to my niece still outside. She probably gone though, ideally though. Baby, I had to get some shit done. Alright, okay, this is my last shuffle. Alright. Overall mood, that's I say you got the same thing, the scorpionic energy reverse. Some of y'all don't even want to transition into a butterfly. This is a fucking moth. Little damn butterfly. It's a moth. A moth is quick, instant transitioning, highs its true emotions, jumping on to the next best thing. That is, so that's what a moth do. Ooh, alright. Knight of Pentacles. We can see what we can do to get through the situation. 8 of Swords reverse. Ace of Swords. The Knight of Swords. 5 of Wands. And I didn't forget. I said Gemini, Taurus, and Sag. I did not forget. I'm going to do them. King of Swords reverse. Ooh, Ooh, shit. Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. I like that though. The World reverse. Yeah, the next one is just gonna be on the page. I'm not gonna be. Oh, did I show y'all? I'm gonna show y'all again, but I just wanted to show you this card. Glasses. Hey, ooh. Shit. Damn. I said overall move. These three came out though. Okay. I think some things that can assist us though for the overall move. We had the Emperor, the Knight of Cups. You had the Seven of Swords, the Truth. The Emperor ideally though is like somebody understanding and being honest though. Like taking control because the Knight of Cups could be passion projects, that is honesty, that is love, that is emotional awareness though. It's like being available for certain things. Seven of Swords, ideally though, this is you like being able to be truthful about certain things that you want or expect out of others. For some of y'all, it's the control aspect where I said this is what some of y'all do. And that emperor type mode, because this is where a lot of people don't know ideally in this economy of what strong is. A lot of people like to break people down and then try to build them back up and then get mad when it don't work, but it don't work that way no more. And somebody finds a way to find true strength. That's why I said the serial killer where one of y'all be like, oh yeah, in the facility like, oh, you need that, need some booster cables. Like you knew you weren't out there fucking with somebody shit, like this type of bullshit, or somebody who you got a flat? Yeah, I know how to change a flat. Like serial killer type shit. Like, I'm saying that's what somebody do. Like, oh, God. Anywho, yes, though. And it don't have to be in the concept where I got y'all thinking paranoid or whatever the case may be. It's just people who you hang around. And then what you hear me say, the aspects of spirituality. First card out, you got the Knight. This is slow movement. This is a slugger. Like for some of y'all, though, ideally trying to be in a rush. For some of y'all, it's still teaching you a lesson because you got the Five of Swords and the Knight, and it's coming in a very um irrational type way because the Knight of Pentacles, it can be slow. So it's kind of like the same way in this Ten of Cups environment for some of y'all, though. Like you hear me say, get to the number 9. It's comfortable. I'm changing. I'm healing. Reach back from the past. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm so ascended. I'm over these people. Da, 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 da. And then these people show you the dysfunction. It's the emotional abuse. This is the emotional manipulative. This is not being able to say no to family. This is like being pushed over for a set of happiness. For some of y'all, though, like you hear me say, this is the last part where people better recognize. But before you get to the 9, like if you was a bad person, like you hear me say, like the shadowy part where you like to dominate and you like, oh, I'm not operating in the energy no more. This is what you getting back. And some of y'all kind of like, what? What did I do? It's a test. It's teaching you something. What is you gonna do? Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Because you got Ace of Swords. I told you this is old. Then you got the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands and the Three of Cups. That's what I said for some of y'all. This is letting go. Dropping the act. The Knight of Wands versus the Page of Wands. I told y'all this is growth. Because it went from the Page of Wands. You hear me say that energy of being assisted, though. I will say that, though. No, you got the 9. Yeah, the 9 and the Page of Wands. So I tell you that's all about actions, creativity, a newness of understanding, though. For some of y'all, ideally, though, because the reason why you can't open the door or dealing with these triumphing situations of this weekly, or if it already happened or coming up in the months in advance, or situations, is because this is y'all reaching back towards the old. Where you hear me explain about those swords, some of y'all haven't sorted through like each element to be able to say, I'm ready to go through the door. Wisdom me. And like some of y'all ideally are like stuck. And the Three of Cups, you hear me say, It speaks of gossip, friends who are not celebratory or happy for other people's events. And this is why I said I was going to do the Gemini reading over again, because y'all got this so wrong when I was talking about ideally being around friends who do this and you low-key hate it. You keep wondering why I keep manifesting in your life. Y'all got the reading so wrong. Ooh. For the people who do operate in the mess, that's if it hurt, it hurt. The fuck. I'm sorry. I'm not. Anyway, you got the Knight of Swords, the World reverse, where you hear me say, some of y'all believe when I see this that the world wraps around you. This is closed mindedness. The world moves this way. I go this way. Whatever, the shit just goes in a circle, right? I don't know. But when it stops going in a circle, what does it do? What does it do? It's the hangman. It's just stuck there. The world is at a pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? The world is at a pause, ideally, though. It's like some cosmic foreplay. Don't you hear me say it's a divinely pause going on? For some of y'all that don't be understanding, where you hear me say like a lot of shit that people normally wouldn't do, or you feeling free to do or constantly do, and you don't recognize why I don't feel the same or ideal being able to access it because it's a divinely pause, or some of y'all don't feel like y'all under assessment. But I've been telling a lot of people this in career for a lot of people who've been trying to get those said positions, because this is the King of Pentacles, and I told you it's reversed. So I told you ideally when it comes to that energy, for some of y'all been going through jobs and y'all trying to get this, and y'all kind of like, damn, why this motherfucker so hard on me? Like, and it's kind of like somebody trying to see if you built for this position, this emperor position, because the emperor position comes with a lot. And you might say, oh, I'm so passionate about it. I'm understanding it could be love, ideally controlling the masculine aspect, but it's like, can you deal with this though? The Seven of Swords. So it's kind of like somebody's like, can you deal with this? Can you deal with this? Ideally, like that's what it is. But for some of y'all, though, ideally, though, in this divinely type all, some of y'all are not recognizing the reason why you ain't growing roots. Because some of y'all trying to go from a page to a knight. Some of y'all trying to go from the Ten of Cups to just a king. I'm like, oh my God, well, I really don't feel like I have roots. I'm not self-fulfilled, so why I can't open the door? And some of y'all are at night phase in different elements. Because I told y'all, for me, you remember nothing I said as we wrap this up and give y'all some positive affirmation. You remember shit I said. Cups are the emotional aspects. It's not the fucking, like, it depends on. For me, cups is just the relationship aspects. It's the emotions. It's how you think, how you feel, how you do, how do they drive you, how do you align yourself energetically, being able to be back to vamping, all those different types of things. The wands is the actions, ideas, focus, creativity, putting things into play. Like we're unnecessarily, like you hear me say, when Mars goes into Aries, it can be either hyperly negative or it can be fucking hyperly positive. This is where you hear me say it gets greater later. Prepare for the worst, but always expect the best. So whatever outcome in a situation, whether you prepare for your own damn work, your own outcome or situation, that's how you achieve through the wands, right? As I wrap this up, you got all the swords. That's thinking, communication, that's the metaphysical, that's conversation, ideally, where it's like in the mind, whether you talk, whether you speak to a higher creator, whatever you do, ideally, though, right? It's in those said moments. I got these positive affirmation cards. Whatever you do in those said moments, whatever you speak about, right? And you got the pentacles. Move it up, fucking pentacles. And the pentacles is the noun. It's the cars, the clothes, the shoes, the people, the girl, the home, the car, the careers, the money, the aspects, the broke, the rich, the this, the going, all those implemented into one. Yeah. So some of y'all be stuck in certain elements before you even reach trying to go to the fifth element. I did it all. So let me get y'all a positive information. I'm gonna upload this up. You know what the fuck we're gonna call this, because it's just chaos. Oof. Chaos. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Let's see. I'm about to just pick some off the top because these ones are really laminated and I like them though. I like the cards ideally. Ooh. That was my turn, man. Ideally, though. Oh, all right. Two cards. I am flexible and flowing. Can you see it? I am open to the new and changing every moment present. Every moment presents a wonderful new opportunity to become more of who I am. I flow with life easily and effortlessly. You see that? When I said something, I gotta be flexible. Oh, I like this the last one. Can you see it? I trust my intuition. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. That's what I said for some of y'all. That's what's going on for the weekly reading. It could be family, it could be relationships, it just could be the dynamic of you. Because a lot of people just want to achieve and just accomplish so much, and they're not taking time to just sit down and say, you know what? I did this. Or you know what? Get to that vault. Like if you're getting that push from divine to say, they kind of reach. Sit down, stop. You need to listen to it because you don't want to get to the point where it's like divine trying to prep you to push you for greater, and then you kind of oh, like the antics of certain shit. Like a lot of people be so focused on being emotionally exhausted from the things that goes on around them, ideally that they don't have time for the things that necessarily need them. So on that note, ain't got too else to say. She the best one for to blow my nose because I got nasally all of a sudden. So I don't know what the fuck we gonna name this, but we gonna say keep it moving, keep it push. I don't know what the fuck we gonna name this. My nose is not. I need to swoop my baby hairs. I need to know. Don't judge me though. You know, I digress. So,